being able to still be around this organization now, now that your playing days are over, and you've worked in coaching capacities, you've worked as a broadcaster, which I look up to you a great deal in that respect. But to see this organization after 31 years, and you were there after the first year, to see this organization finally bring a championship to Dallas, how special was that for you?
It was just great. It was just a great feeling because the toil and the determination and perseverance of everyone. You know, you got the guys on the court, but you look around the periphery and all the people who have something to do with that movement and that winning. It's a beautiful situation. Again, the city being involved in what's going on and understanding that this team is a team that was full of great guys, good people you want to see win, people you want to do well, and also having a guy like Mark Cuban come on in and put the energy, the force, the kind of persona that's necessary to being able to inspire. You know, those kinds of things are very big when you have someone on the sideline who you know wants to win basketball games. You see the passion and those kind of things. I might start sweating here for a minute too, because it's just an infusion of that kind of feel that puts it on the practice court, puts it in the business sense to make sure you have the things that are necessary to win on the court, and then putting the talent together that knows that this owner is out here about winning and wants to do the job. So you get into it as far as that's concerned. So whether you're on the court or like me running around with Donnie in the community, Mavs Foundation, having an opportunity to be privileged the way I am in helping this organization in different venues all throughout, being with the sponsors during the games, trying to get as many things done, talking and opening up clinics in schools and being a part of what's going on with the Mavs. It's a wonderful feeling for me to walk around this summer and everybody is telling me. I get hugs from people all over the place, handshakes from people everywhere I go when I'm at Sam's or Costco's or I'm at Walmart or wherever I am, people come up and talk about the games and how they felt about this, whether it was Portland, whether it was against the Thunder or beating Miami, and what about that? It's just a fantastic thing that the city is into it and everybody's just feeling the passion and the power of finally being the NBA champions.
And I was privileged enough to sit next to this man on the team playing, so it was an honor to sit next to you. We definitely did it big, especially coming back. But to sit next to this man and to see the excitement whenever the Mavericks did lift that Larry O'Brien trophy up afterwards, I felt very honored just to be next to you because I knew everything that you put into this organization and everything that you're still putting into it now. Let's get into your post-playing career now. We've seen you on the sidelines in coaching capacity. We saw you in the World Championships last year with the Turkey team, and now you're just coming back from Panama. What exactly do you instill into young players today? Of course, we talk about your accomplished career, but the game has changed a lot. So what exactly do you try to purvey to young players, and what exactly were you over in Panama doing, bringing back to your native country?
Well, the biggest thing for me going back into Panama was just to make sure and get the kids and the opportunity to being able to do and have the duality of success, whether it's going to be on the basketball court in an athletic capacity, and being able to get the government and also the business leaders to implement the scholastic portion of it too, being able to go to school, being able to think, being able to talk, being able to make presentations, being able to be that full student athlete that I was in growing up and having an opportunity to do it on both sides. I was going to find success. The main factor is in which venue is it going to be. And the important factor is we need that for where I was born in Panama, and also as we come back into it and have the different areas in South and East Dallas, to making sure that those kids too have an opportunity to understand what the proper parameters are. Educationally, you have to be there, number one, and then athletically to being able to have a chance to get it done. So that's what I was doing in Panama, trying to make sure that the government and also some of the business leaders understood and showed them programs that they could start to being able to help the whole country move forward. Basketball is something that I love to do very, 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 very much, but in coaching and also in getting off on the sideline, to being able to have kids and also people understand where the successful path lies, and being able to have the duality to your career and making sure you develop the brain, develop the body, put them together, and you'll find a path, and that's the most important thing too. But there are ways to do that, and you've got to instill that into the kids at a very, very early age so they understand what the dynamic is to being able to get there.
Very big on education. This man's philanthropies are well known across the country. You've become one of the ambassadors for the NBA, a great deal there. What exactly do you try to instill in the younger generation just coming up, just to put education first And even if the basketball's in their hand, it's not going to always be there, pretty much.
Very, very much so. And I think you said exactly right. It's not going to just appear. The important factor is that you have to have a focus. You have to have the basic, simple things that we know as adults. Those things have to be implemented into a child's mind. That you have to have the focus, and you must be goal-oriented. You have to have a goal. You have to be on your way somewhere good. You have to find that path. You cannot be a leaf off of the tree that blows in the wind each and everywhere. You've got to be a standing oak and understand that the focus and the path is exactly where it's going to get you to success. You've got to be headed somewhere. That's the important piece of the puzzle. You may not always get there or have the opportunity to finish that goal that you had, but along the way you'll find success in that trial and tribulations that you're going to go through. But you've got to be focused, and you've got to live in a prepared and a planning stage of your life. So that's only here in the United States and all around the world if they get the opportunity to do so. But you've got to know about it, and you've got to put yourself in that place.
Right. And for those who are not very knowledgeable about the great Rolando Blackman's career, 17,623 career points, but it didn't start there, and it definitely won't end there. What he has done for the game of basketball and for the Mavericks organization continues to live on, and we're very thankful to have him on the Inside Report today. My brother, Rolando Blackman, makes me proud, man. Rolando Blackman, number 22, is jersey hangs from the ceiling, one of 2 jerseys to be retired by the Mavericks organization.